I have to change the color in the background. Let's make it white. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about The Tenderfoot. The Tenderfoot is a 1964 television release about, heck if I know, okay? I couldn't tell you, alright? It's directed by Byron Paul, cinematographer by William E Snyder, editing by Robert Stafford, music by George Bruns, and it's written by Maurice Tombragel. The film stars Brian Keith as Carson, Brandon DeWilde as Jim, and James Whitmore as Captain Evil. This was filmed on Catalina Island in the Channel Islands. It is based off a book by James Henry Tevis called Arizona in the 50s. There is no summary, I couldn't find a summary, but it's basically detailing his personal pioneer adventures in the early Arizona territory. It was written in the 1800s but wasn't published until 1954, which was 50 years after his death. What plot? Frickin' where? I couldn't tell ya. I had a friend describe this to me as a slice of life anime with a Wild West theme, which made me laugh, but I bet the anime would have been better. This is really bad. It's racist, which, you know, I think goes without saying. Listen to the freaking title of the movie, okay? And there's no plot. Nothing. I couldn't tell you what the first half of the movie about and the second half of the movie is about because I'm sure it was episodes. And there's only like somewhat of a plot right toward the end where they're trying to find a horse. But it goes from like, we're fighting who they say Apache. Do I know if it's properly represented? Of course not. I have no idea. And I would put so much money on it not being represented appropriately. But they say they're fighting Apache Native Americans. And then they're hunting for a horse, and then they're fighting again, and then they're hunting for a horse, and there's just, you know, they use a different word when talking about the Apache Natives, and they say a lot of really, really bad shit about them, which is super uncomfortable, and then it's just also really bad and really boring. Like, nothing happens in this movie until the very end when they're just trying to get a horse, and there's lots of fighting and gunshots and, like, all that kind of stuff. Brian Keith, his character in this reminded me of his character in Scandalous John, which we all know how I feel about. I hated that movie. So it was, like, on the other side of his spectrum, you know? He's either, like, you know, he's a Parent Trap, where he's, like, very, like, businessman, suave. And then he's in, you know, like, other things where he's, like, very appropriate surrogate father, businessman. And then he's in things like this where he's, like, insane. So this is really bad, especially plot-wise. Favorite part? No, doesn't exist. My least favorite part? Literally all of it, I'd have to say. Oh my god. The dude that, like, plays piano and keeps trying to, like, kiss this woman? Ugh. Absolute creep. Would I watch it again? No. And would I recommend it? Absolutely not. Don't even waste your time. Even if you're doing this same project, watching all the Disney movies, skip it. Like, you're not missing anything. No one will give you crap. No one's gonna know. Just skip it. It's so bad. Oh my god. Specific moments. Pretty sure Brian Keith's character is like an alcoholic or something. He's a little insane and he really wanted booze at the beginning. And then it's just so boring. Just don't even, I will never get these 2 hours of my life back. That's it. That's everything I have for The Tenderfoot. My final rating is 1 white horse out of 10. Our total movie count is. Parent Death Toll and Cry Count are still the same. If you want to keep up with the movie watching when I follow me on Instagram, to find out movie watching when I put up videos every Monday, Friday, and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. I got a tier starting at just $1. You get every video a week early, coupon code for merch, and access to exclusive merch. I got a tier at $5. Daily trivia. Guys, daily. Go on over. July is all true false. So you got a 50-50. Buy merch. You can't buy this anymore. It was limited edition for $500, which, can you believe we're coming up to 7? That's crazy. If there was a parent death and I missed it, tell me. I don't care. I doubt I missed it though, but this was very boring, so whatever. Until next time, comment, subscribe, but I'm not in charge of your life. You are, so you do you, and don't be this literal entire movie about it. This movie was awful.